Would anyone like a reading? Hi. So I have my cards here. Having some technical difficulties. I think that if I put my camera, I will be right back. If I put my camera back further, I will be able to. Slightly blurry. All right, Slay, what would you like a reading on? I usually do energetic field readings. Wow, that is horrible. Extremely blurry. I don't know how to fix that. It has autofocus on. Well. So I'm going to do a reading on your existence. I'm going to do a reading on your. 1 second. Let me just push this back a bit. All right. So I'm going to do a reading on how your energetic field, what kind of blockages are in it, and what will help you find new love, if that makes sense. So this one is coming up quite a bit. It's very trendy for people. The Hanged Man. But yours is reversed. So the Hanged Man to me indicates that your energy is basically it's just coming unstuck, or you're just kind of figuring out how to unstick your energy. The Emperor tells me that you probably have a lot to do with managing your own kingdom, your own area, your own place. The Emperor is like, he's masculine. So what's missing here is divine feminine. And this card is looking to the future. Let me ask. So what divine feminine is helping you with is the Star. The Star basically comes after the Tower, which I get the sense of you kind of had a Tower moment. It was probably not the funnest experience in the world. So when I say Tower moment, I mean a time where things just kind of really fell apart. But divine feminine is helping you with this if you let it. So in the tradition that my teacher taught me, there are two ways of seeing things. So there's many, many, many more, but this is the very simple, bare bones version. Divine masculine says, I will do, I am doing, I'm going to do. And divine feminine, the Star healing for you, says, I'm going to allow this process to happen. I'm going to let these energies come to me. So let me just check in real quick with something. So while the Emperor is fine and great, we really want the Empress and the Star in here as well. Two halves make a whole. So my advice to shorten it up, you really want divine feminine in there too. And my teacher, who's a man, works with divine feminine very, very, very much. So it's not restricted by what gender you are. It's a certain way that divine is to bring to you messages that's simplified for us to understand it better. Does that make sense, Slay? Okay. I'm gonna move on to the next person on my list here. If you dropped in and asked for a read, I will give you one. If you would like to tip me on my Venmo, it's NB Reads. And the verification code is 3111. So let's see. Who is next? So Laura H, are you still there? Hi. Hi, so I'm gonna read your cards. I have my roommate here, my lovely roommate. Say hello.
Hello.
So Laura, remember, this is an energetic field reading, so it's not necessarily past, present, future. It's what's in your energetic field. So, for divine masculine, what on earth? The thing got blurry. Very peculiar. So for divine masculine, your helpers, I have temperance. For divine non-binary or neither gender, I have Two of Swords. And for divine feminine, I have Six of Cups reversed. So Six of Cups reversed tells me that you kind of need to do some inner child work to sort of revert back to your own inner light. Before the people pleasing, before the ego took over. So really, what we want to do is bring back that spark that you once had. I am fully capable of doing that work with you if you're interested, and I will work for pretty much nothing. I will work for whatever you can pay. $10, $5, $1, I don't care. As long as it's something, but I can work with you on that if you're interested. So, Two of Swords, it's basically indecision, being stuck mentally in a place where you can't really decide where to go. So divine is very much helping you on that end. So temperance for divine masculine is like balancing between these two forces. So I get the sense that really divine masculine is going to be your guiding force here, Laura. You might notice that your guides are more masculine than feminine, like people you really admire, look up to. But think of like your most, who's your role model? And I think that you, let's see. So we went over childhood, divine masculine's kind of leading. So androgyny in this spread is kind of to the wayside. For me, when I look towards androgyny, what I think of is integrity. So your integrity is going to tell you which way to go when you're stuck. It's going to be your own compass. You don't really have many role models, which tells me that looking within you for the things that how do I want to word this? They get by better for you. Like they move right for you, your actions. So do right by yourself. And if you don't, your integrity is going to let you know that, hey, I shouldn't be here. This is not who I am. The more you start to do this work, basically, I'll cue you in on what some of that work is. So it's learning to not judge yourself. And if we haven't done the work, most of us judge ourselves, I find. At least the people I know, who pretty much everyone I've known. But when we stop judging ourselves, look at the picture on here. It's two children playing, and they're very innocent, and they're handing back and forth a cup and just enjoying life. So when we do that, we're going to be lighter, more open to new experiences, and just in general, feeling a lot better about ourselves. And we can go into things with a sense of innocence, which you already have. You might not believe it, but you do have innocence. And that is all I have for you, Laura. Thank you. If you would like to tip me, I have my Venmo is NB Reads, and the verification code is 3111. So if you would like to get in contact with me, thank you, Laura. You are welcome to just tip me 1 cent and we'll share contact information from there. But I would love to work with you. So next up, that's Laura, Slay Your Existence. Vivian, are you still here? Tatiana, you will be next, and Kirsty will be next because they asked first, but then it's you, Tatiana. Thank you for being so patient, everyone. I really appreciate it. And it takes a lot of courage to be able to have yourself open up and be read here. Oh, we got a faller. So for Divine Non-Binary, Divine wishes to help you with intense worry of basically the mental kind. So racing thoughts, things like that, things that keep you up at night. That is what divine is helping you with. Okay. So in this spread, I see, so in the middle is this worry card. On the side, your masculine side is the sun, which is like, it's one of the really, really good cards to get. The sun pretty much tells you to not worry so much. Like, the cards just kind of want to make sense. They just do that. So what divine masculine is showing you how to do is to not worry so much. Now, with the middle card, this one, you might be processing a lot of grief right now, more grief than you know. And there doesn't necessarily have to be a reason for it. Like, a lot of it has to do with like karmic stuff we have no control over. And I find that if we can just feel grief without any attachment to thought, it's going to process it way, 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 way quicker. And this last one, 10 of Pentacles reversed. So having a bit of trouble at home. Divine Feminine is very much looking to help you move that along. Now, this is the only one that is reversed. We want to get that upright. So when it's upright, your home life is looking like there's like connections being made, like everyone is financially taken care of. And Divine Feminine wants to assure you it's working with you on that. I know it's like, I don't know where you are in the world right now, but it is absolutely bonkers. It's insane out there. So just hang in there and know that the world will take care of you. The sun is there, and that is never a bad card to get. Like, great card. So things will be okay, and you're okay. Just remember that. Do you have any questions, Kirsty? Maudie.
Yeah.
Hi. You're welcome. So I think with that, I'm going to move on. But thank you, Kirsty. Miss Tatiana, hello. And we will be reading your cards and looking at your energetic field. Gonna just copy my Venmo info and post it again, just because. Woo! The Hierophant. This is what Divine Masculine is serving up for you, Tatiana. Divine non-binary. So the part of divine that's not necessarily male or female. We have this one. And then divine feminine. So Eight of Cups is always a bit of a somber note. That's what your divine feminine had. And it's all about moving on emotionally, even though there was something there that was pretty good. We have to move on for some reason or another. And divine feminine wants to move that energy along. So one of the entities I work with is the Connecticut River. And one of the things I do is I clean my deck with the water from the Connecticut River. And it helps everyone I work with move along that energy. This card suggests you are hard at work. So tending to your work is going to help you? Yes, it is for you, Tatiana. So tending to your work is going to help you. And getting advice from someone who's a truth teller is going to help you. So people who don't really bullshit. Are going to be the ones that help you the most. That's very, very strong coming in from Divine Masculine for you, Tatiana. So finding what we can do to move on emotionally from things that just aren't for us, even though they might seem great. Tending to your work and people who don't mince the truth are going to help you move along. Do you have any questions? Okay, so I believe I am going to move on. Whoops. What you making, Mott?
Tortellini. Tortellini. Do we have any more butter, or do we just have this one little bit of butter left?
I think only that small, meager amount of butter.
We'll have to put that in the way.
So let's see, Sheila. I would say, like, so I would say that the question I would be answering for you is, what kind of motherhood do you embody? So, like, what kind of mothering energies do you embody? Sheila, a lot of the things I'm sensing is that your energetic field could use a bit of a cleansing. It's not a big deal. It's just it is what it is. Everyone I know at one point or another has had to clean their energetic field. So are you I'll tell you what. I don't use sage because I'm not indigenous. So I use rosemary, which is open to everyone to use for every culture. If you must buy sage, buy it from an indigenous person. But for everyone, sage is a good option. Not sage, rosemary. Rosemary is a type of sage, though, is what I was going to say. It actually is. This science came out recently that it's sage, but it's just an open form of it. Another thing that I am getting, Sheila, is that you come through very strongly. Your throat needs a lot of energetic work. So, the throat is our seat of truth. So when we the most important thing for you is to come from your seat of truth. So I'm going to preface this with this. God of fire in Hawaiian tradition, my teacher knows a shaman that works with this god. And one of his teachings was that the way gender comes through in divine is it's like simplified baby talk so we can understand it. So it's important to keep an open mind when messages are coming through divine. Because for your feminine aspect, I got King of Cups. So King of Cups is all about emotional control, having your kingdom and managing it. So your divine non-binary, the part of you that's mothering that's not necessarily gendered, is going to be making sure that emotionally there's all things are accounted for and they have what they need emotionally. It might not be perfect, but you're doing your best to provide comfort. And the masculine side of you is going to provide physically. So I got 10 of Cups for that, which is like it's the last pentacle in the suit, 10 of Pentacles. And it's basically the one you want to have for Pentacles. It's like everything's there, everything's accounted for. You don't miss a beat. Which you lean a little bit more into emotional, which is to be expected. This is a reading on, how you're going to navigate motherhood. That is the reading. Do you have any questions, Sheila? You're welcome. Hello. So to everyone in the stream here, I'm going down and just reading people. Oh, also, Sheila, my Venmo, if you wanted to tip me, that is my Venmo and the verification number for my Venmo. I also offer spiritual life coaching sessions. So if there's something you want to work on, I can do the best I can with all the teachings I received to give you some help and shine some light on where you're at. So, Raghav, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I apologize. I'm a silly American, and yeah, I'm sorry. So, Raghav, I would say Excellent. I'm glad I'm pronouncing it correctly. I would say that you would have to rephrase that question to be about, like, what are my blocks in love life? Or how can I move the energy in my love life along? Because I don't really tell the future. I look at your energetic field now and like what you, the energies available to help you there. And Joanna, let me see if I can do that question. So what are Frank's feelings and intentions toward me? So Joanna, the card I got before you get extremely excited is the Lovers. So what the divine I work with is directing my attention to right now is choices. So pay very close attention to the choices this person makes around you. Yes, we all do have this capacity to be excellent in our best self and our most loving self, but we don't always do that. So my advice to you would be to look at how they act, the choices they're making, because they matter, and decide how you want to move with that energy. And this is just a hunch, but no is always an acceptable answer. No is always something you can say to someone in any situation, and it's valid. As it pertains to, your own boundaries. Like if someone is breaching your boundaries and you say, no, I don't want that, that's going to be something that, know that you stand within your rights in. You're welcome, Joanna. Anytime. And this is my Venmo. If you wanted to tip me or work with me more, we can share contact information and work on something. I will work for a very reasonable price if you really need the work. So just hit me up. It's NB Reads, and then the verification number is 3111. So, Raghav, the card I got for you, I'm going to say that given your current situation, that basically if they were going to come back to you, you would know. It would be in your energetic field. It would be an energy that you would be very astutely aware of. And I am guessing it's most likely because she would tell you. So, I know, right? Sometimes the cards are just so dang obvious. That they just do that. Thank you, Raghav. It was very nice to meet you. So, let's see who's next. Hi, KW. So, can you see a new boyfriend, please? So, I can say, here's what I would say for you. I would say I can draw a card for the energy that's most going to be able to connect with you based on your energetic field. Someone who is close to you, so physically close, like touch you, and someone who is going to be engaged in their environment. Someone who's very grounded. So pentacles, this is a pentacle, this little star here. That's the suit of being grounded. So when you're grounded, you're going to be more focused on your environment, more in your body. So you're looking for someone who's very down to earth, very much here, very much present, not really in their mind here. Okay? You're welcome. Didn't you say not to do this?
What? Oh no, I said don't hold it upside down and light it. Yeah, like that.
Watch the world burn.
I bet you do. Oh, anarchist, you die.
Oh, I said the F-bomb on YouTube.
Oh no.
Oh. No.
Would you mind if I were in a coffee pot, or would that be too annoying?
You're good. It's
Okay.
ambient noise, man.
I just let me play. I'm a nice boy.
I was listening to Utada Hikaru.
I know. I heard
it. And like her voice is so feminine. So when I went back to go listen to my voice, it was like, whoa, hey, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. So for the people in the chat who don't know, I am non-binary. This is my coming out story.
Everyone be like, save all your food for quarantine. I'd be like, I just made all the rest of my tortellini and I'm gonna eat it in one sitting.
Hello, Nita. Is there a third party trying to block my connection with the person I'm dealing with? Let's see. That one I actually can't answer because it's about your energetic field. So is there interference? Yeah. Death card. But it might not be what you think. So, absolute endings. It's probably more, okay. So it's probably more has something to do with what divine has in store for you rather than the whims of this person or this third party. Just be mindful and remember, no, wherever it comes from, no is such a great blessing. It means you get to just walk away. You don't have to do anything. You can just walk away. It's that simple. It's that great. It's that easy. Can you get me a bubbly from the fridge?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mother.
Have you had Wendy's breakfast yet?
No, is it bad?
Oh no, it's incredible. So good.
Oh, nice. This is a Wendy's commercial now.
Oh no, I'm just making fun because Davey got it for me after my interview. So good.
We'll move that off camera. You're welcome, Nita. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Do you have a link that I can share to my Facebook?
No. They're YouTube's kind of awful with advertising. Hang on. Let me actually I do have a link, but it'll disappear once it'll just be a stream. Let me link it to you on Facebook. There was actually someone who was very interested in doing life coaching through here, which is cool. I mean, because like, I don't know, that's just cool. They could be halfway across the world. Wait. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Did you see the video I posted on Facebook today?
Which one?
The first one. The one about me talking about my life coaching business. And then tarot cards.
I did not see that. Well, that's something else.
It's like 15 minutes long, so you don't have to watch my incoherent rambling. But it's pretty cool stuff.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah, brother, amen. Lots of people looking for tarot card readings today. I had like 6 people just come in.
Nice.
They were all like, I want to read.
That's really cool.
Raghov called me a genius.
You are a genius. It's awesome, the things that you do.
Very, very geniustic of me. Queen of Swords, big genius energy.
Wow. Pull me one.
Full knot one. Okay. Big celebration energy. You couldn't break the home. So this is like coming together with folks to celebrate.
Heck yeah.
So probably not literally, but like people be noticing you.
Joyous day.
Yes.
Just day. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't wait till my Groupon kicks off. Gonna have all these people asking me for advice.
Mm-hmm.
My stream hit 1 hour. Woohoo!
Woohoo. Bro, I just literally made all this tortellini. This is like, this isn't even like, I just hit half the bowl and I've been eating it for like 10 minutes.
Major tour energy. How goes Animal Crossing?
Good, good. So, turns out when people move into your village, you have to build their house for them,
Mm-hmm.
build their furniture.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing that.
You have to build their furniture?
Yep.
Who do they think you are?
So much grinding. This is the grindiest game. Like Animal Crossing is so grindy.
But like, it's that fun grind though.
Literally, this game is like,
If real life were good.
it gives you these tasks to get Nook miles,
Mm-hmm.
in which you have to, complete certain tasks, and you get like 100, 150 miles, and they never expire. So they just keep coming one after the other. And I'm like, you could just keep doing these mundane tasks over and over again, and still getting points, and that'll get you. To get the points, you can buy tickets to go visit islands and explore and get new fruit, get new trees, stuff like that. Like how I got the bamboo.
That's really
New
cool.
bugs. Yeah, it's insane. I love this game.
Yeah, my new Gabby setup.
Yeah, It's very nice.
It's like minimal because before the energy was like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Now it's very soft.
Yeah, it's very. Just kind of like, okay, I can see you, Gabby, and not 17 crystals.
Right. Very nice. Very nice.
I went to, so one of the intuitive questions that I asked was, okay, where is Gabby in this? And something very, very cool happened.
Yeah.
And I will mention it after. But basically, the response that I got was, well, Gabby's the black candle. And I put the necklace like in a V shape on that to kind of represent, Gabby's taste.
Mhm.
And I was working with the magician card to kind of like
I'm cleaning it up the top. Go on.
to kind of work with that energy that I perceive Gabby to be. And I put that single blue stone down, and it was like something special just happened because it connected with the eye and the candle. And when I lit the candle, it was like a firework. It just started like fizzing and crackling and doing that. And I was like, but it brought me so much joy. I was like, this is amazing.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So, yeah, Gabby, be alive and well.
Shout out, love you, Gabby.
But fucking, I was talking to a friend who can see spirits, and I was like, hey, ask Gabby if they're a juggalo. And their response was, Gabby tips their cigarette and says yes.
Love that. Love that.
Just peak goth energy, even when you saying you a juggalo.
Oh yeah.
Gabby card.
Gabby card.
Celebration. Public recognition.
Oh yes.
Hello, I see I have a new viewer. Yes, Princess Nee, you may ask a question. Have you ever heard of the knights who say Nee? That is my question to you. But so you're free to ask a question, but the way I'm going to have to answer it might be a little bit different than what you asked, because it's looking at your energetic field and what's entering it and what's going through it. So it's from a Monty Python movie. And so you want to ask if Julian has romantic feelings for you. Well, what I can do is I can look at your energetic field, and I can look at where you really connect to Julian. So it would seem I got the death card. So it would seem that you both are doing some pretty serious work on moving on to a new stage in life. So that seems to be where you guys could connect, or at least a point of entry. I also got King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles pretty much has he has his own kingdom, basically. He has his own people that he takes care of, that he is going to be nurturing. Not so much nurturing, that he's going to be basically, let me look at the card, kind of benevolent towards, like, and it's a physical thing. So he has this area in the physical plane that he has mastery over. That could be you or that could be Julian, but I'm kind of sensing that it's okay, so it's a bit of both. Look at that middle ground where you both like physically meet. So look at places that you are hanging out with each other. So it'll help you kind of understand what sort of relationship you have. You're welcome. And if you would like to tip, my Venmo is NB Reads. And the verification code is 3111. Was good. Make like a track out of this. This is cool. I should get Fruity Loop Studio again.
Yeah, you should.
Make some diss tracks.
Do it. Make a diss track against me.
I'm gonna make a Gabby diss track. If you fucking curse the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Maudie diss track. Die. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Mott, with your stripe. Damn, that is powerful. Powerful.
I am unbothered.
Hello, Carol Souza. Yes, you may ask. That's okay, Carol. The way I'm going to have to answer your question is probably going to be kind of different from it's going to be different from maybe how you ask it, because what I'm assessing here is your energetic field. So it's not necessarily a past, present, future, or does this person love me sort of thing. So, will my ex-boyfriend come back to me? Couple of things. I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. I apologize. I was never good at learning languages. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. So in your energetic field about your ex-boyfriend, I can't tell you whether or not he's going to come back to you, but I can tell you what's around the situation. So being very sneaky, getting away with something that isn't really all on board. So sneaky, deception, so happiness, contentment and comfort, and looking forward to the future. So what's going to help you in this situation is we're going to look to the future. We're going to hold ourselves. We're going to surround ourselves with things that emotionally comfort us. And we're going to acknowledge behavior that wasn't quite okay, a behavior that wasn't in our integrity, that might have upset a few people. Okay? Thank you, Carol. And thank you, Sarah. So, thank you. I actually have a Venmo. I do spiritual life coaching and I will work for very, very, very reasonable prices. So if you are interested, I can work with you one-on-one with your dilemma and we can, just work on it. If you wanted to tip me, you could just send me 1 cent and you'd have my contact information from there. So Natalie, will I get a boyfriend in 2020? So I'm going to look at the kind of energies because this is an energetic field reading. I'm going to look at the kind of energies that are going to be coming to you, that are going to be drawn to you. And a few of your guides are coming through, Natalie, or trying to, but that is not my kind of work. I work with divine of gentleness, love, protection, and balance. So Natalie, one of the things I see about you is that your field could use a bit of an energetic cleaning, which it's not the end of the world. A lot of people could use, energetic cleaning. Most people I know, if they incorporated it into their daily lives, it would be better for them. So, you're attracting people who are hard workers, like physically. You're attracting people who give a lot, almost to the point of breaking. And you're attracting some imbalance. So what I recommend is rosemary. So we take it, we dry it, and we burn it. And use the smoke, put it on your person and practice that. If you wanted to work more with me, I could teach you how to do more energetic cleaning practices. One thing that would be very, very beneficial for you to learn is Reiki. So finding your local Reiki master and supporting them. One of the things Reiki does is it makes it very, very hard for things to grab and latch onto us. Any sort of energetic parasite, human or otherwise. I don't want to call people energetic parasites, but sometimes people just they see the energy on you and unconsciously they kind of want a piece of the pie. So they go for it. True. But you shouldn't say it. Do you have any questions for me, Natalie? It's a funny thing about vampire energy. It's one of the biggest things I study. And it's very dear to me. Most vampires don't know they have this great capacity to heal people. I think my computer is dying, so we will plug it in. Okay. Pardon me. Jeez. So, Sarah, I'm gonna go get my incense. I'll be right back. My deck needs to be cleansed. Oh, wow. Really? I went to blow the incense and it went all over the freaking counter. Yo, Mott. My meat pie came out so good this time. I wish you could eat it, but you don't like it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It came out really cool, though. So let's see who's still here. Hi, the missus. I really wanted to answer your question because while I can't tell you the future, I can tell you what is in your energetic field currently, presently. So let me just check in on something real quick. The missus, the miss. So one of the things I do know is that the energy you're ready to receive, you will receive. So it'll happen when you're ready, but it might not be in the way you had imagined. So I'm going to ask what kind of energy you are ready for in your energetic field. And I'm thinking this is going to be the last reading. Hello, Lucy. I'm actually just closing up. This is my last reading. So, the missus, your energy right now is that of the Hierophant. So this indicates that you are ready to tell the truth to someone. You have a deep and profound truth. And you're ready to balance it with your flaws. So times where you might not necessarily have perfect control of your emotions or be perfectly discerning with others, you're ready to be imperfect, if that makes sense. And that would be the end of the chat. If you folks would like, I have a Venmo. You're welcome, the missus. My Venmo is NB Reads, and the verification code is 3111. So if you would like further contact with me, just send me like 1 cent on Venmo, and we can congratulations, the missus, but we can work together on whatever you would like, and I will work for a very, very, very reasonable price. So if you're interested, just hit me up on Venmo. I would love to do that. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.